Yes, sir.
Okay. So today only 3 students have joined till now. Jalal
सर
is
ये
there.
कौन?
Then Amir Shoaib is there. Nikhil just joined. Okay, we'll wait for 2 minutes. Then we'll continue.
सर मुझे कुछ पूछना था सर।
हाँ बोलिए.
सर ये फर्स्ट मॉडल का सर कितने क्वेश्चन न्यूमेरिकल हो गए हैं सर?
फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल के आई थिंक 4 हुए हैं. फर्स्ट 4 वेरी बेसिक, बहुत सिंपल से है.
सर इसमें डेटा हैंडबुक इसमें लगता है क्या सर?
अभी तो उतना नेसेसिटी नहीं है. सिर्फ तुम लोगों को फोरियर्स लॉ ऑफ कंडक्शन का इक्वेशन मालूम है तो इट इज इनफ. जो क्यों बोलते हो फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल में नो डाउट यू कैन यूज योर डेटा हैंडबुक, वो भी उससे भी कर सकते हैं. नहीं तो सिंपल से फॉर्मूलाज हैं, वो इजीली यू कैन मेमोराइज दैट वन. तो एक्चुअली मैं लास्ट क्लास में डेटा हैंडबुक के कुछ इक्वेशंस लिए थे हम लोगों ने. ओके, तो देखेंगे अगर हो सकता है तो मैं आज फिर से वो जो इक्वेशंस है डेटा हैंडबुक के, सो वील गो विद दैट ओनली. ओके,
यस
सो डेटा हैंडबुक सबके पास है अभी. एवरीवन इज हैविंग डेटा हैंडबुक.
No, sir.
फिर डेटा हैंडबुक नहीं है फिर कैसा? फिर अभी डेटा हैंडबुक
सर।
चाहिए ना अभी फिर. अदरवाइज लेट मी देखेंगे. मैं जो मेरे पास था डेटा हैंडबुक उसको ही शेयर कर देता हूँ फिर से. इट इज इन 6 सेमेस्टर ग्रुप. यहाँ पे 6 सेमेस्टर ग्रुप में मैंने डेटा हैंडबुक के 3-4 पेजेस डाले थे, देखो.
सर मेरे पास 7th एडिशन है सर।
ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम, चलेगा. 7th 8th तो नो प्रॉब्लम. 7th है तो भी चलेगा, नो प्रॉब्लम. ओके ओके, मैं अभी फिलहाल और एक बार मैं उसका जो फोटो कॉपी है मैं डाल देता हूँ, सो दैट आप लोगों को आसान हो जाएगा. ग्रुप में डाल देता हूँ, 6M ग्रुप में. ये जो फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल के हैं उसके रिलेटेड में है ये सब. फर्स्ट मॉड्यूल का रिलेटेड में. ओके, तो प्लीज गो थ्रू वन बाय वन पेज so that we can understand the concept here. ओके, पहले प्रॉब्लम लेंगे. प्रॉब्लम के साथ साथ वो उसका हाउ टू इम्प्लीमेंट दैट फार्मूला, वो फार्मूला कैसे उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना है वो भी देख लेंगे. साइमल्टेनियसली विल गो. ओके, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट. राइट, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट. So first I will read out the problem statement, then we extract the given data. उसके बाद में हम वो कैसा हम लोग how we can implement this Fourier's law of conduction, that is from your data handbook, that we will check. Okay, so the problem statement is something like this. It is visible, no, all of you? Hello, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, the problem statement is something like this. Calculate the rate of heat transfer per unit area. Right, calculate the rate of heat transfer per unit area through a copper plate. Right, through a copper plate 45 thick, whose one face is maintained at 350 degrees Celsius and another face at 50 degrees Celsius. Right, uh, take thermal conductivity of copper as 370 watt per meter degree Celsius. Okay, this is the problem statement. Very simple problem it is. So as you can see in the diagram, so there is a one copper slab is there, right? So it is having two temperatures, one temperature at one face and another temperature at another face. So T1 is the extreme left temperature or extreme left surface temperature, T1, that is 350 degrees Celsius, and T2 is extreme right temperature, that is 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, so as we have explained this, we know that the heat transfer will takes place from hot temperature zone to lower temperature zone. So temperature कैसे
Yes, sir. Higher to lower.
okay, higher to lower region. So heat, in this case, heat will transfer from left to right, right? Heat will transfer from left to right. So here the thickness of the plate is given, that is 45 mm. 45 mm is the thickness of the plate. So we represent this thickness as L. Okay, L, it is capital L. Okay. So here we need to calculate, along with that, thermal conductivity of the material is given. Thermal conductivity of copper as 370 watt per meter degree Celsius. Okay. So temperatures are given, thickness of the plate is given, along with that thermal conductivity of the plate is given. Okay. So here in this case, we need to calculate a rate of heat transfer per unit area, right? Rate of heat transfer per unit area. So rate of heat transfer is usually denoted by the letter Q, capital Q it is, right? Rate of heat transfer, right? Rate of heat transfer is usually we are denoting it as Q, capital Q, right? But here what it is been asked, rate of heat transfer per unit area, right? Per unit area means it is heat flux, that is Q by A, as you can see here, right? Rate of heat transfer per unit area. Whether it is visible, pointer is visible, all of you? Pointer. Okay, this is Q by A. Q by A is nothing but heat flux. This heat flux we usually denote it by small q, right? So the general expression for this rate of heat transfer, so this is the general expression that we are getting from Fourier's law of conduction, right? So Q is equal to minus Ka by L into T2 minus T1 into T2 minus T1. So in this formula, the value of A is not given because it is rate of heat transfer per unit area, right? Per unit area. So we can assume here as Q by A, right? Q by A, rate of heat
Sir,
transfer per unit area, right? So if you rearrange this expression, तो ये जो A है, A को हम अगर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे लाएंगे तो so it will become Q by A. It will become Q by A. And this Q by A is nothing but small q, that is heat flux. Heat flux. So the expression for this is Q, small q is equal to, small q is nothing but Q by A, right? Q by A minus K into bracket T2 minus T1 divided by L. So now we know all the values here. We know the value of K, we know the value of T2, we also know the value of T1, we also know the value of, that is length, that is the thickness of the plate. Just substitute the values over here, you will get the value of Q. So Q is equal to, you will get 2.466 megawatt per meter square, or you can get 2.466 into 10 raised to 6 watt per meter square. It is watt per meter square. Why? Because it is Q by A. Q by A, make sure this. So very simple, very basic problem it is. Okay. Now coming to this, you can see this formula here, right? This formula, whatever the equation, what you are observing here, Q is equal to minus Ka by L into T2 minus T1. Okay, the same expression I will show you in your data handbook. Okay, so this is the very first page of your data, and it is visible. It is visible, no? Okay, so consider this is a slab. First page number, it is on page number 44 of 8th edition. It is, I am having a data handbook of 8th edition. Okay, so 8th edition, page number 44. So here you can see heat flow Q is equal to, right? Heat flow Q is equal to delta T by R is there. So delta T is nothing but the difference in the temperature, and R is nothing but, R is what? For this first slab, it is L by Ka, L by Ka. It is visible, all of you? दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here in this, here, okay, Q is equal to delta T. So what is the value of delta T? Delta T is the difference in the temperature. So I will go with the T1 minus T2, right? So delta T is nothing but T1 minus T2. T1 minus T2 divided by R. So what is the value of R here? R is L divided by Ka. Okay, L divided by Ka it is. Okay, so you just substitute that value in this Q is equal to in this expression. So Q is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by L by Ka. L by Ka it is. Now you rearrange it. Q is equal to, you take that Ka from the denominator to the numerator part. So Q is equal to, what will be the expression now? Q is equal to Ka into bracket T1 minus T2 divided by L. Hope you are getting. समझ में आ रहा है? So very simple it is. See here, already Q का value दिया है, Q का formula है यहाँ पे. Q is equal to delta T overall divided by R it is, right? On the very top of this page, right? So delta T for slab, delta T is what? T1 minus T2 will be the delta T, right? And what is the value of R? So you can see here, correlation and validity. R is equal to L by Ka. You can observe here. ये मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? Is it visible? मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास स्क्रीन के ऊपर और द कर्सर.
Yes, sir.
हाँ ओके.
Cursor
Yes,
दिया.
sir, it is visible, sir.
मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास की जैसा उसका ये है शेप. ओके, सो दिस R is equal to L by K. It is, ये R का वैल्यू जो है, you just substitute that here. So the expression will be exactly like this. What you are getting, Q is equal to minus Ka divided by L into T2 minus T1. Okay, so here the thing is that, okay, तो यहाँ पे नेगेटिव साइन है यहाँ पे. So ये नेगेटिव साइन किस लिए है? Because the value of T2 is less than T1, right? To make this rate of heat transfer positive, we have introduced this negative sign here. नहीं तो ये नेगेटिव निकालो, ये यहाँ का जो नेगेटिव साइन है उसको निकालो, यहाँ पे T1 माइनस T2 कर लो, वो भी हो जाएगा. दैट इज ऑल्सो एक्सेप्टेबल. ओके
सर वो डेट, सर मैं एक बार फिर से रिपीट करेंगे सर, डेटा हैंडबुक से वो फॉर्मूला कैसे लेना है सर?
ओके ठीक है, एक बार देखो इधर. ओके सी हियर. So this is the data handbook page number 44. Okay, so on the top here you can see heat flow is equal to, so just below one dimensional steady state heat transfer, right? Q is equal to delta T by R it is. You please
Yes, sir.
एक pen paper you get ready with that pen and paper. तो delta T का value क्या है? It is the temperature difference, so it is T1 minus T2. It is T1 minus T2.
T1
डेल्टा
minus
T क्या है? T1 minus T2 डिवाइडेड बाय R. R का वैल्यू कितना है? L by Ka है. L by Ka. जो R है, R is nothing but L by Ka. तो Ka क्या है? Ka को you transfer it on the numerator part. So you will get Ka into bracket T1 minus T2 divided by L. Okay. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Again, you will get the same expression, the expression which I have written. So the same expression you will get, right? But here, what I have written, this is the exact Fourier's law of conduction, what I have written here, right? So this negative sign is there, right? Why it is negative sign is there? Because the value of T2 is less. The value of T2 is less than T1. So this term which is in the bracket, it goes negative. So to make the rate of heat transfer positive, we are multiplying it by another negative sign.
Yes,
Otherwise,
sir.
you can write the same expression as Q is equal to, right? You just interchange this T2 minus T1. You interchange this. So Q is equal to, directly you can write Q is equal to Ka by L. Remove that negative sign. Q is equal to Ka by L multiplied by T1 minus T2. So that will also give the same result. Okay. But in this problem, one thing you have to keep it in mind, that what it has been asked here, rate of heat transfer per unit area. So that's why we have to calculate Q by A, right? This we need to calculate. Rate of heat transfer per unit area, right? So very simple problem it is, not that much difficult. Okay. Yes, any doubt here? Any doubt you are having,
No,
you
sir.
can ask me. इसमें क्या तो डाउट है तो पूछ सकते हैं. Okay. Okay, shall we go to next problem now? बहुत simple सा problem है. We will go to next problem number 6 now. Okay. See here, again one more problem statement. A plain wall is 150 mm thick, right? A plain wall is 150 mm thick, and its wall area is 4.5 meter square. Wall area of the wall is given. If its conductivity, conductivity means its thermal conductivity. Its conductivity is 9.35 watt per meter degree Celsius, and surface temperatures are steady at 150 degree Celsius and 45 degree Celsius. Determine heat flow across the plane wall. So first thing is you need to calculate heat flow across the plane wall. Capital Q is to be calculated. Rate of heat transfer, heat flow across the plane wall. Then temperature gradient in the flow direction. Then we need to calculate temperature gradient, right? So you can see here, this is the simple block diagram which I have constructed here. So this is a plane wall which is having a temperature T1 at extreme left surface, and T2 is the temperature at the extreme right surface. So T1 is 150 degrees Celsius at left surface, and T2 is 45 degrees Celsius on the right surface. Okay, and the thickness of the plate is 150 mm, right? That has to be converted into meter, 0.15 meters. And thermal conductivity of this material is given, that is 9.35 watt per meter degree Celsius. 9.35 watt per meter degree Celsius. So here what is to be calculated? Determine heat flow across the plane wall, right? Heat flow across the plane wall. So first we will calculate that part. So that is nothing but rate of heat transfer through the plane wall with these conditions. So how you are going to calculate? You are going to calculate using Fourier's law of conduction here. Okay. So you can see here. So length, that is thickness of the plate is given, that is 0.15 meters. Then area is given 4.5. Okay. Now, okay. See here, just a small correction here. So I have taken the left side surface as 45 degrees Celsius. Left surface as 45 degrees Celsius, and the right surface as 150 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then K is equal to 9.35. So we need to calculate heat transfer. So how the heat transfer will takes place in our case? Either from left to right or from right to left. How the heat transfer? So as I can say you that the temperature T2 150 degrees Celsius is on right surface, right? On this surface, the highest temperature is there, that is 150 degrees Celsius, and this inner and the inner surface, this surface, what the left surface, what you are observing, the left surface is temperature is 45 degrees Celsius. Okay. So for that you can write the equation Q is equal to minus K into bracket T1 minus T2, right? Because the rate of heat transfer is taking place from right to left, right? So you can see here also you can see Q is equal to minus K into dt by dx, right? So both the expressions are same here, right? Here it is in terms of that is the derivative, right? Differential equation. It is in terms of differential equation. Why we can write this in terms of differential equation? Because there are certain cases, right, where the temperature distribution is not linear. There are certain cases you will come to know, right? So at present, whatever we are assuming that the rate of heat transfer is linear, right? It is linear, but whereas there are other cases are also available there in heat transfer where the rate of heat transfer is not linear. So for that purpose, we have to take the this slope dt by dx as certain value. Okay, so we have to take the this slope as dt by dx from this line where the temperature, where the rate of heat transfer is to be calculated. Okay, so in this problem, if I go with if I go with some one example, suppose I need to calculate the rate of heat transfer at the center, right, at the center. So at that time I have to go with this L by 2 form, right? That is I need to calculate the temperature at L by 2. So at that time what happens, this dt by dx slope is required, right? So that slope in um, if the slope is linear, then there is no question about this, so we can directly go with this part. If this drop, the temperature drop what you are observing, if this temperature drop is not linear, right, at that time you have to go with this differential equation. Okay, so just for your knowledge purpose I am telling, because later on we need to go with this dt by dx part also. Okay, for time being, just now you concentrate on this Fourier's law of conduction, q is equal to minus ka by l into t1 minus t2. So just substitute the values over here. So minus k, what is the value of k is 9.35 multiplied by area is given 4.5 meter square, and temperature difference is T1 is 45 degrees Celsius and T2 is 150 degrees Celsius, right? Divided by 0.15, that is the thickness of the plate. Just substitute the values, you'll get 29,452.5 watt. So this is the rate of heat transfer that is occurring or happening with these conditions. Okay, so this is the first answer. Second is to be calculated, that is temperature gradient in flow direction. Okay, so in this diagram, as you can see, the rate of heat transfer is taking place from right to left, because I have taken this T1 on the right, T2 on the right face and T1 on the left face. So T2 is having the temperature of 150 degrees Celsius and T1 is having the temperature of 45 degrees Celsius on the left face. So now I need to calculate this temperature gradient, right? So what is this temperature gradient? Temperature gradient is nothing but the difference in the temperature, or the temperature distribution, we can say. Temperature gradient means, for just now I told, if I want to find the temperature at the center of this slab, so by considering this L at L by 2, exactly at L by 2, so I have to go with this expression, this dt by dx, or I will go with at x equal to L by 2, that part. So here we need to calculate now the dt by dx. This temperature gradient is to be calculated. So we have calculated the value of q here. The value of q we have calculated, that is 29,452.5 watt. Now the same we can implement here to calculate dt by dx. So this dt by dx is nothing but the temperature gradient. So this temperature gradient, how we are going to say, change in temperature with respect to its length, right? Or we can say that change in temperature with respect to its thickness, right? So you can see in this case at the extreme left, the temperature is 45 degrees Celsius. At extreme left surface, it is having 45 degrees Celsius, whereas extreme right face is having temperature of 50 degrees Celsius. So you can see there is a continuous drop in the temperature from T2 to T1 as the heat transfer is taking place from left to right. Okay, so this, as you can see, there is a continuous drop of temperature from at x equal to 0 to at x equal to L. ये जो part है at x equal to 0, and this surface is it is the temperature at x equal to L, this surface. Okay, so you can see that this dt by dx is nothing but the rate of change of temperature with respect to its thickness. जैसे जैसे thickness में variation होता जाता है, वैसे वैसे temperature भी change होता जाता है, right? But here in this case we are considering this as a linear, right? So dt by dx is equal to what? From this expression what we are getting, q is equal to minus ka into dt by dx. So this is equal to dt by dx is equal to minus q divided by ka, or we can get the value as 700 degrees Celsius per minute, sorry, per meter, it is per meter, 700 degrees Celsius per meter. So there is a temperature drop, right? For every there is a temperature drop of 700 degrees Celsius per meter. So this is the dt by dx ratio. What it is indicating? If I go with the thickness of 1 meter, if I go with the temperature of a thickness plate of thickness of 1 meter, with these conditions, दोनों के बीच में का जो dt by dx का जो वैल्यू है, it is 700 degree Celsius per meter, right? dt by, that is the nothing but the temperature gradient. Okay, so temperature gradient, it is what? A change in temperature with respect to its thickness, that we call it as so you can see here what is the unit for this. The dt is nothing but the change in temperature, and its unit is degree Celsius, right? Degree Celsius. And the dx is the length in, that is length or the thickness or the thickness of the plate. So thickness of the plate is in terms of meter. So you can observe here what is the unit for this dt by dx. It is degree Celsius per meter, degree Celsius per meter. Okay, so this is regarding this problem number 6, right? Now we'll go with, is any doubt here in this case? इसमें क्या तो doubt है? आकाश, आमिर शोएब, निखिल, रिहान, सफान, विजेत, any doubt? Jalal?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Is clear?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So okay, now we'll go with one more problem. Okay, see, whatever the problems what we are discussing now, so these are not at all asked in your external, remember this. ये बहुत simple very basic formula, basic equations है what we are writing. So actually for your external point of view, when we go to problem number 13, right, from there onwards the problems will be there from your external or from your eye, right?
Sir,
Hmm.
problem number 6, 5, 1 ये सब एक्सटर्नल का नहीं है क्या?
हाँ नहीं एक्सटर्नल, ये कॉन्सेप्ट समझने के लिए सिर्फ छोटे छोटे प्रॉब्लम्स है, टू अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट. क्या है ये रेट ऑफ हीट ट्रांसफर बोले तो क्या है, हीट फ्लक्स बोले तो क्या है, टेम्परेचर ग्रेडियंट बोले तो क्या है. फर्स्ट यू शुड बी फैमिलियर विद दीज नोटेशंस. उसके बाद में जब हम एक्चुअल जो प्रॉब्लम्स है, सिंगल स्लैब कंपोजिट स्लैब, 2 वॉल कंपोजिट स्लैब और 3 स्लैब कंपोजिट स्लैब, तो वहाँ पे हम लोगों को द सेम वी आर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग ओवर देयर, सेम नॉलेज व्हाट अभी जो छोटे छोटे प्रॉब्लम जो हम कर रहे हैं वही नॉलेज हम वहाँ पे लगाएंगे. एट द टाइम यू विल कम टू नो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वी आर डूइंग. ओके,
Yes.
सी वी विल गो विथ वन मोर. The following data relate to an oven. Okay, it is a example of oven. All of you know this oven. The thickness of a side wall of oven is 82.5 mm. Thickness of side wall, right? 82.5 mm. Thermal conductivity of wall insulation is 0.044. Okay, thickness है wall, अगर oven है तो एक box रहेगा. It is just like one box. तो बॉक्स का क्या है, साइड का थिकनेस दिया है 82.5 mm इज द थिकनेस. एंड इन ऑर्डर टू अवॉइड द हीट लॉस, इट इज मेड अप ऑफ इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल. सो थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ वॉल इंसुलेशन, इट इज थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ वॉल इंसुलेशन इज 0.44 watt per meter degree Celsius. Okay, the temperature on inside of the wall, right? Temperature of the inside of the wall is 175 degrees Celsius. So 175 degrees Celsius, it is the inner temperature of the wall, right? Then energy dissipated by electrical coil within the oven is 40.5 watt, right? तो कैसे हीट ट्रांसफर कैसे हो रहा है, so with some coil, एक इलेक्ट्रिकल कॉइल है, इलेक्ट्रिकल कॉइल को हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई कर रहे हैं, राइट? सो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जैसे ही सप्लाई करेंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली इट इज गोइंग टू कन्वर्ट दैट मच ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इनटू हीट, राइट? तो कितना है उसका एनर्जी डेसिपेटेड, कितना है एनर्जी डेसिपेटेड बाय इलेक्ट्रिकल कॉइल, सो इट इज 40.5 watt, right? We are giving some energy to the coil in order to achieve this temperature 175 डिग्री सेल्सियस अचीव करने के लिए हम लोग क्या कहें, विद हेल्प ऑफ सम इलेक्ट्रिकल कॉइल वी आर कन्वर्टिंग this much of energy, that is 40.5 watt, right, into this much of temperature 175 degrees Celsius. Okay, so determine the area of wall surface perpendicular to heat flow, right? We need to calculate area, right? Area हम लोगों को calculate करना है, right? So that the temperature of other side of the wall does not exceed 75 degrees Celsius. तो इनर सरफेस का टेम्परेचर 175 डिग्री सेल्सियस है, राइट? एक वॉल, कंसीडर वन वॉल, दिस इज द इनर सरफेस. अभी ये जो वॉल दिखाई दे रहा है आप लोगों को, कंसीडर दिस एज, दिस इज द surface, right side surface of the wall. So T1 is the inner temperature and this T2 is the outer temperature. ये जो पार्ट है, this is the inner temperature, this is the inner part of the furnace. ये जो लाइन दिखाई दे रहा है, एंड ये जो राइट सरफेस है, दिस इज टी. सो इसका टेम्परेचर कितना है, 75 डिग्री सेल्सियस. सो दिस सरफेस इज एक्सपोज टू द एटमॉस्फेयर. ये बाहर एटमॉस्फेयर को ये इट इज बीन एक्सपोज्ड, वेयर एज दिस सरफेस इज एक्सपोज टू द इनर पार्ट ऑफ द ओवन. ओके, तो यहाँ पे क्या फाइंड आउट करने के लिए बोला है, डिटरमाइन द एरिया, राइट, and at same time so that the other side of the wall does not exceed 75 डिग्री सेल्सियस. तो इसका जो सरफेस है T2 का वैल्यू 75 डिग्री सेल्सियस को रिस्ट्रिक्ट किए हैं वहाँ पे. ओके, तो एरिया इसका निकालना है. तो विल गो विद द गिवन डाटा. सो L वैल्यू दिया है, व्हाट इज द थिकनेस ऑफ द प्लेट इज 82.5 mm, मींस इट इज 0.0825 meters. Then thermal conductivity of the insulating wall, it is given 0.044. उसके बाद में T1 टेम्परेचर दिया है, दैट इज द इनर सरफेस, इनर टेम्परेचर ऑफ द ओवन, इनर टेम्परेचर ऑफ द ओवन इज 175 डिग्री सेल्सियस एंड अदर साइड टेम्परेचर इज 75 डिग्री सेल्सियस. 75 डिग्री सेल्सियस इज द अनदर temperature of the wall, other side temperature of the wall, ये बाहर का T2. okay, बाद में हाँ, here this is very important here. Energy dissipated by the electrical coil within the oven is 40.5 watt. So some amount of energy should be given to this electrical coil so that it can transfer that much energy into this 175 degree Celsius. Okay, okay, so here this is nothing but the value of Q. This much of heat is been, or this much of energy is been given, right? So according to this condition we need to calculate A. Okay, so you can see here, for this given condition, rate of electrical energy dissipated in the oven is equal to rate of heat transfer across the wall, right? So this much, this इसका जो Q का वैल्यू कितना है, 40.5. so this will be the value of Q. Q is equal to again you have to implement the Fourier's law of conduction, minus Ka into bracket T2 minus T1 divided by L. So just you substitute the values, you try to calculate the value of A here. So you'll get area as 0.0759 meter square. So it is quite simple. इतना ही problem है इसका, और कुछ भी नहीं. But the thing is that you should understand what it is been asked in the problem statement. No doubt the problem statement is little bit lengthy, but the solving technique is very simple. As you can see, within 2 steps we have solved it. Okay, by using Fourier's law of conduction, that is Q is equal to minus Ka by L into T2 minus T1. So just substituting the values, we can calculate A. Here they have not given the value of Q directly, right? Direct value of Q is not given. So you have to implement law of conservation of energy, right? Rate of electrical energy dissipated in the oven is equal to rate of heat transfer across the wall. So that value is given in terms of electrical energy dissipation. So 40.5. Okay, it is quite simple. Okay, this is regarding this problem. Okay, any doubt क्या तो डाउट है तो पूछो।
सर
तो
अगर क्यू का वैल्यू नहीं दिया रहेगा
हाँ
तो सर के के डिवाइडेड बाय एल इक्वल टू स्मॉल क्यू।
हाँ, उसको हम अगर ए का वैल्यू नहीं दिया है, समझो इन दिस प्रॉब्लम ए का वैल्यू नहीं दिया है तो यू हैव टू कंसीडर इट एज स्मॉल क्यू. स्मॉल क्यू इज नथिंग बट क्यू बाय ए, कैपिटल क्यू बाय ए इट विल बी.
नहीं सर, मैं कुछ और पूछ रहा हूँ ना।
हाँ
मैं
हाँ,
ये पूछ रहा हूँ सर कि अगर क्यू का वैल्यू नहीं दिया हुआ, इससे पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में सर क्यू का
ओके
वैल्यू
ओके.
नहीं दिया हुआ था और एरिया भी नहीं दिया हुआ था।
हाँ हाँ
तो हम लोग क्या किए थे सर, कैपिटल क्यू डिवाइडेड
हाँ,
बाय
यस दिस प्रॉब्लम
कैपिटल ए इक्वल टू स्मॉल क्यू, यही वाला
हाँ
सर, यही
हाँ
सर।
ये.
तो इसको
तो
डायरेक्ट
यहाँ पे
इसको
यहाँ पे
कंसीडर कर
कैसा
दीजिए।
करना है, यहाँ पे सिंपल अगेन हिट इज, यहाँ पे ए का एरिया का वैल्यू नहीं दिया है तो एरिया
हाँ
ये जो एरिया है इसको हम लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में लेके आएंगे. सो इट विल बिकम क्यू बाय ए. सो दिस क्यू बाय ए
यस
इज नथिंग बट, यहाँ पे देखो प्रॉब्लम का स्टेटमेंट क्या है, कैलकुलेट रेट ऑफ हीट ट्रांसफर पर यूनिट एरिया इट इज. सो दिस इज पर यूनिट एरिया, rate of heat transfer per unit area it is. Huh? So this is nothing but heat flux. Heat flux as well as rate of heat transfer per unit area, both are same. Small q is nothing but heat flux, and heat flux, this heat flux is equal to rate of heat transfer per unit area, both are same unit wise.
यस
दोनों सेम है. ओके, और कुछ? ओके, सी यार वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू टेल यू दैट. सो आप लोगों ने आपका नाम लिखा है ना इसके ऊपर, मतलब पार्टिसिपेंट्स का नाम दिखाई दे रहा है यहाँ पे, इट इज विजिबल पार्टिसिपेंट नेम. यू वो तुम्हारे नाम के सामने तुम्हारा यूएसएन भी डालो. वो क्या हो रहा है, आपका नाम एक एक बार एक स्पेलिंग में क्या तो वेरिएशन रहता है, वो करेक्ट से समझ में नहीं आ रहा अटेंडेंस डालने में. So please you write your name along with your USN, right? You can see here Akash is written 19 MA 401. At least तुम्हारे नाम के सामने एक USN डालो शॉर्ट में, 19 MA 401 जैसे आकाश ने लिखा है, so that it will be easy for us to identify who is this. Okay, सब लोग. एंड मत और एक बात, तो जितना हो सके आप लोग स्टूडेंट पोर्टल से ज्वाइन करो, ज्वाइन थ्रू स्टूडेंट पोर्टल. स्टूडेंट पोर्टल में लॉगिन करो, वहाँ पे नोटिफिकेशन बोर्ड रहेगा तो वहाँ पे स्क्रॉल होता रहता है. तो यू क्लिक ऑन द लिंक, सो यू विल बी डायरेक्टेड टू जूम क्लास. ओके, और कुछ? एनी डाउट? और कुछ डाउट?
No, sir.
ओके, सो इन नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल गो विथ सम ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स. थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्टी लेवल थोड़ा बढ़ाएंगे नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम नेक्स्ट क्लास से. राइट फ्रॉम प्रॉब्लम नंबर 8. प्रॉब्लम नंबर 8 कन्वेक्शन का है, 8, 9 और 10. ओके, सो एक्चुअली योर जो तुम्हारे मेन एग्जाम में जो पूछते हैं ज़्यादातर, सो इट विल स्टार्ट विथ प्रॉब्लम नंबर 12. तो आप देख सकते हैं प्रॉब्लम नंबर 12 से हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे वो पार्ट. प्रॉब्लम नंबर 12 में क्या होता है, देर विल बी 3 स्लैब्स और देर विल बी 2 स्लैब्स. ओके, कंपोजिट वॉल के ऊपर. तो हम लोग वो प्रॉब्लम्स लेके स्टार्ट करेंगे, राइट फ्रॉम प्रॉब्लम नंबर 12. आई विल अपडेट दैट. ओके. Okay. Thank you all of you for attending the session. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर.